All right, let us build the functionality of add partner review. So we do have a flow in our org. The name of the flow is rate partner performance. So this is a screen flow, as you can just see. Let me first launch the flow to show, to see how it works first. Then we can find a way how we can call this flow back in the Lightning Web Component. So this is a very simple flow. It takes an account ID as input parameter, basically the partner account ID. If I just put this in a debug mode and let it run, so this is going to take a partner account ID as input parameter. So for a given partner account ID, so this will show a form so that will capture the work description, the rating on the business planning, the quality of the partner, and the overall rating, feedback, etc. Work description, implemented marketing campaign strategy for Fortune 100 customers, and overall feedback, partnership was great. A closed major deals on time. Yeah. So this is this is the form that captures the feedback, and on click it just stores the data right back in the object where we keep all our partner reviews. So this is the flow. And how do we launch this flow from Lightning Web Component? That's what we're going to do it now. Yeah. So let's go back to this one. On click, we have to launch the flow, right? So first, let us expose on click event. On click, we'll just say open uh, review flow. I'll just say review screen flow. Partner review screen flow. So this is the name of the function. So let us come back to our JavaScript. What we have to do is we simply have to expose that. Okay. So that's the function. Okay. And the idea is I want to use navigation mixin and redirect user to flow screen. Okay, so how do I redirect? So I need a URL, right? So let's go back to this flow and go to the flow and just let's look at the details first. Weave details and versions. Yeah, so this is where I can find the actual URL of the flow. I'm going to use this one. Okay, I'm going to use this one. So I'll copy this, go back here. So it's flow URL. I'll create a constant flow URL is equal to, okay? And so this flow takes a parameter as an input, right? We had just seen that when we did the debug, it has an input variable, this one, right? So given a partner account ID, this will open the form for me. So I'm just going to copy this one, go back to the code. I just used pass this as a query string parameter, partner account ID equal to. I just wanted to pass the partner account ID that we hard coded right here. Okay, so this is my flow URL now. So now I can use navigation mixin and then use this URL to redirect the user. Okay, once that is done, we are good with this functionality. So first, let's use this navigation mixin, and I know we did use this back in partner card. So instead of just writing the code, we can simply copy the code from partner search. Okay, so let's copy navigation mixin. Let's put it right here, and also will ensure that this is we just extend this as well to access all the methods in navigation mixing. And then this is the one, right? So configure, all right, copy, we go back to the code. All right, so in this case, I'm not going to deal with any object page. In my case, it's going to be a web page. I have a URL. I want the user to, navigate to. So this is my web page. Yeah, and attributes. So action. No, let's simply pass the URL. That's what we're gonna do it. So URL colon. So I can just use this one, directly as is. That's it. So I'm just passing the URL so that it just takes me to that. Particular page. So that's it. We are done. Yeah. So let's first try to see if this is working or not. Then we can further, fine tune the component. So this is done. This is also done. Yes, let's deploy the source. All right, let's go back to the page. Let's refresh first. Let me also ensure that cache is cleared. And let's try to click. So now you can just see this, right? It's trying to navigate me away from that current page, and it is trying to load that screen that that shows or trying to launch the screen flow. Um, yeah, it took some time, but you can see the screen, right? Now I can just start entering the information. Rate your partner 6 cents, right? So description, let's say implemented um, marketing dashboard for elite customers. So that's the review. Good, green. Overall rating is 4. Yes. So completed project on time with high customer profitability percentage. So we'll just save this. So, so I know you can just add as many reviews as you want. If you go back to the partner performance reviews, whatever we just added, right? So this is the one that we just added, correct? So everything goes and then sits in this particular custom object. Yeah. So which means now this particular functionality is working, right? So add partner review is working. So what did we just do? So we used URL hack to launch a screen flow from Lightning Web Component, and we also used query string to pass the input parameters to flow from the component. And this is an option one, use URL hack to launch a screen flow. But we do also have other options available. For example, you can also use, let me show you that. So you can also use lightning flow. So we do have lightning flow component to launch a lightning web, right, to launch a flow from lightning web component. So that is also available. Either ways, right? Whichever option we are convenient with, we can use it. So in this case, we used URL hack. Uh, just a moment. I'll just show you that very quickly. Yeah, I'm talking about this lightning flow. So we do have this added as a base component, which we can use. All we have to do is we just simply have to, you know, uh, indicate the flow API name, and also we can use properties to send data input parameters to the flow. So this will also work. But in this case, we just use a URL hack to call the screen flow and passed the input parameters in the form of query strings, the form of query string.